Most pet care guides quote one license fee and stop there. The real cost hides in an 80,000 dirham secondary approval. This video shows the setup sequence that protects your exact budget. This advisory is produced by Best Solution. We have formed over 5,000 companies. This chart shows the local pet care market growth. Revenues will pass $2 billion United States dollars by 2025. The immediate catalyst is clear. Pet ownership has risen more than 30% since the pandemic. Owners now consistently spend 500 to 2,000 dirhams per pet monthly. This capital flows directly into grooming, boarding, and veterinary care. Look at this bar chart tracking the pet food sector. Revenues jumped from 62 million to 219 million United States dollars over the past decade. Expatriate pet parents treat their animals as family. High disposable income and strict local welfare rules maintain this premium market. You must navigate rigorous professional facility regulations to capture this premium consumer base. This split-path flowchart illustrates the core regulatory reality. You need a commercial license from the Department of Economy and Tourism. You also need an animal care facility approval from Dubai Municipality. The popular entry-level pet grooming license has rigid facility requirements. Your unit must meet strict municipality standards for drainage, ventilation, and sanitized stations. Pet boarding and daycare operations face stricter mandates. The municipality dictates exact enclosure sizes, exercise areas, and dedicated isolation spaces. A pet shop and retail model allows you to sell food and accessories. Selling live animals requires extra permits from the Ministry of Climate Change and Environment. The veterinary clinic license sits at the most regulated tier. It requires a licensed veterinarian, ministry approval, and clinical-grade facilities. Mobile pet grooming is a fast-growing model that bypasses retail rent. You will need a specially fitted and fully compliant vehicle instead. Even home-based services like pet sitting and training require formal registration. You must secure specific activity approvals before operating. Your chosen activity strictly dictates your entire regulatory roadmap. It governs your exact facility build-out and compliance timeline. A basic grooming studio requires 35,000 to 60,000 dirhams. This base capital covers the license, the facility fee, one visa, and a basic fit-out. Adding boarding to grooming increases your required base capital. Expect costs between 55,000 and 90,000 dirhams. This covers separate sleeping enclosures and continuous health monitoring setups. Establishing a veterinary clinic is the most capital-intensive option. Costs start at 150,000 dirhams and climb higher for medical equipment compliance. Commercial rent is always a completely separate expense. Expect to pay 60,000 to 120,000 dirhams yearly in prime locations. The physical fit-out is your most volatile line item. Seemingly perfect retail units hide incredibly expensive plumbing and drainage requirements. Undercapitalizing for hidden infrastructure and municipal compliance is a fatal error. It guarantees new pet businesses fail before opening their doors. You have likely seen advertisements promising a 2-day trade license. This claim is a complete myth regarding true operational readiness. This timeline shows the real sequence, starting with Phase 1. Acquiring the trade name and initial approval takes 2 to 7 working days. Phase 2 is the mandatory animal care facility inspection by the municipality. This rigorous inspection phase takes 3 to 9 weeks to clear. Phase 3 involves building the physical fit-out concurrently. This phase often requires expensive rework if inspectors flag non-compliant cage specifications or porous surfaces. Here is the realistic and honest timeline expectation. Operators must plan for a full 8 weeks to reach true operational readiness. Confusing a legal document with true operational readiness leaves your business stranded. You will pay commercial rent on a completely empty unit. The single most expensive setup mistake happens before you start. Never sign a commercial lease before securing a municipality pre-approval review on the unit. Strict municipal standards do not show up during normal real estate viewings. Inspectors look for perfectly graded drainage and completely non-porous walls. The financial penalty for ignoring this review is severe. Retrofitting a non-compliant unit to meet pet facility standards costs 30 to 80,000 dirhams. You must follow the correct setup sequence to protect your capital. Find the unit, get a compliance review, and only then sign the lease. Foreign investors enjoy 100% ownership of their pet care business. Following license issuance, you must diligently arrange visas and corporate bank accounts. A licensed veterinarian is strictly required for veterinary clinics only. Standard grooming, boarding, and retail activities do not require a vet on staff. A recent specialty cafe client faced this exact layout problem. They came to Best Solution after making a costly sequencing error. We have formed over 5,000 companies across the United Arab Emirates. The client had already committed to a fit-out with a failing layout. Our advisory team corrected the severe ventilation issues shown here on the floor plan. This intervention saved the client up to 80,000 dirhams. Securing an expert layout review before financial commitment is an absolute requirement. It protects your budget and your business timeline. Takeaway 1. Choose your exact pet care activity before anything else. This decision rigidly dictates all your facility rules and federal fees. Takeaway 2. Never sign a lease before a pre-approval review. That single check saves massive rework capital. Takeaway 3. Plan the business launch around an 8-week timeline. Accept that facility approval governs the real schedule. Best Solution offers a completely free consultation to plan your market entry. We operate with a team of more than 50 specialists from Business Bay, Dubai. Do not let the wrong initial decision cost you critical time and capital later. Secure your clear, personalized roadmap today at bestsolution.ae.